What is up, everybody? I am RC Gates, and today we are going to be taking a look at an influential artist with a very recognizable art style. Most of you will know this artist from his work with the DC animated universe, most notably the legendary Batman the Animated Series, as well as Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, and several other projects throughout the years. I am, of course, talking about Bruce Timm. And we're going to be starting off this trilogy of videos by first taking a look at Modern Masters Volume 3. Alrighty, so we have the Modern Masters Volume 3 Bruce Timm book. I do apologize, this one is a little bit more banged up since I did get this from eBay. It is still a good book, has all the stuff inside of it, and all the fantastic artwork as well. This one is a bit more of a sort of like an interview style of book, as with all of the other Modern Masters books as well. But it also has a lot of Bruce Timm's artwork in it as well. So we're going to get started on that, and hopefully I'll have enough space in this screen for it. Just had the table of contents, yada yada. Introduction by Grant Morrison. You see this fantastic Batman piece by Bruce Timm himself. The Wolverine as well. And then we just have different sections of the book throughout. It's pretty much just the start of his career and where he and how he was influenced growing up. You have the Frankenstein Monster, his version of Spider-Man, and a lot of different like horror artwork as well. You'll see like Dracula and this hot as hell woman right here. You see Daredevil, I believe this is Morbius, and the Bride of Frankenstein. All of these pieces of art have different like captions on the side, so you can see who exactly they are of and when they would be putting out would have been put out, if I can actually speak correctly. And then you have ones that are full pages of stuff, like this one, where it shows even more of the art. And then this chapter, I guess you'd say, is more of who inspired Bruce Timm to be the artist that he is. So you have people like Jack Kirby, Harvey Kurtzman, if I can speak correctly, good lord, John Buscema, Wally Wood, Alex Toth, and you have the different examples of their art in here as well. Frank Frazetta, always a great inspiration for anybody. Dan DeCarlo, who a lot of people will know from the Archie comics. Jim Steranko. You have an example here with Nick Fury. And now we get into Bruce Timm's early career. So he started in filmation, and you'll see stuff like his work with the show Black Star, which I honestly didn't know anything about until I read this sort of stuff, which is good for the interview factor because it tells you all sorts of parts of his career that you wouldn't necessarily know about already. Here's other instances of his art as well. You have He-Man comics over here and an early version of his Batman. And we have some more over here as well. Another Batman, some more He-Man stuff. And those are for like mini comics, according to the caption over on this side of the page. Now, if at any point during this video you want to pause it and just take a look at the artwork, definitely go ahead and do that because the artwork is quite fantastic. And I probably used fantastic way too many times already in this video, and we've only just begun. getting through this book. And we have some more Batman sketches, and you'll see exactly where Bruce Timm started with drawing Batman and where he ends up later on down the line with places like Batman Beyond and the Batman animated series, or any of the DC animated series. And here are some pulp covers that Bruce Timm did. His early version of the Joker. It was a lot more cartoony and a lot more, I don't know, he has more rounded edges than what you would usually expect from a Bruce Timm style of piece. But as I mentioned before, it shows where Bruce Timm started with a more cartoony style, and then you get into more of like the harder edges that you would get from the Batman the Animated Series. I think it was season 4, whenever it became the Batman Superman Adventures. I think that's what it's called. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but that's what I think it was called at that time. And then we have some other caricature drawings that Bruce Timm would do. These ones are the Tiny Toons directors. And over here, you have more versions of Batman. This one's a little bit closer to whenever he first started with the Batman the Animated Series. And you also have the different prototypes for the Bruce Wayne face. And we get into other characters as well. So you see Catwoman, closer to her redesign for the second one, and something that I personally like best with the first design. Then you have Penguin over on this side. The first one, which is the rough sketch, is one where he's less refined and is more based on the Batman Returns Tim Burton movie. And the more refined one is, I think that's the one that Bruce Timm liked more. That's also Penguin's redesign in the TV show as well. And here you see, honestly, my favorite femme fatales, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. This is sort of like a joke birthday gift, I think, that Bruce Timm did for the voice actress. And you see the earlier designs for Harley and Poison Ivy. This one's the earliest design. And then you see these sort of more jokey what are they called? Sketches. And you'll see stuff like that. You see Mr. Freeze on this side. And you see these other drawings as well. I think these were more along the lines of storyboards rather than actual completed pieces. And then there's also this magazine cover as well. These ones are definitely storyboards, as well as these ones down here. You have another Catwoman design and baby doll. This one I'm not entirely sure of what exactly it is, but it looks cool. You have other Batman Mask of the Phantasm movie cover, movie posters. That's what it's movie posters, or possible movie posters. Got another Harley, and I think those ones are the ones for. As I knock my camera over, I think those ones are the ones for. Was it Mad Love? That's what it is. I should know that because that's one of their most famous actual episodes and comics for Harley. Then you have more of the sort of like a Harley Quinn attitude page, I guess. Some more storyboards for Superman the Animated Series. You have the Man of Steel himself and Freakazoid. Some more Superman characters. The early design for Lois Lane. entirely sure of who these characters are, but if you take a look over here, if you have the book, you can totally find out who they are. Then you have some more Superman, the animated series as well. Some more storyboards for the Batman Superman Adventures opening title sequence. Some more redesigns as well. Some more character drawings for this one. I think it was part of... It was during one of the... It was in one of the episodes of the animated series. I just don't know which one exactly. And you have this area right here, which was... I think it would be the world's finest, the comic book adaptation. Then you have the freaky as hell redesign of Scarecrow. Love that design. Now we get into the Batman Beyond and the Justice League realm of Bruce Timm's career. So you have the early designs for Terry McGinnis and the Batman Beyond suit, which has a little bit of extra stuff on it. And you have the other designs for that show as well. The older Bruce Wayne with the Batman Beyond suit. Slightly older Bruce Wayne, but not quite old Bruce. And old Bruce. Then you have the villain Blight up in the corner with his designs. You have Talia al Ghul, still sexy. And the Batman Beyond suit. I think that's the final design for it. You have the Return of the Joker design for Joker. And you have a comic panel for... Well, not comic panel, but this is actually the cover for Batman Beyond number 2. Then you have Terry. And this, I think, is where we get into the actual Justice League cartoon. I think. Yep, this is where we get into the Justice League cartoon. So we have all of these designs. We have the older Superman. We have storyboards up in the corner. Then we have the Justice Lords version of the Justice League, or some of the designs for that. Then you have Aquaman, some more storyboards as well, an actual script page with some sketches on it, and we also have some storyboards down in the bottom as well. Here we have some more storyboards, some more character design. This is a character called Sukuri, who I have never heard of before. And here are some more sketches for the Thanagarians, Hawk Girl's race. As well as some of the storyboards for some Hawk Girl scenes. Gotta like Hawk Girl. A little bit of a Freudian slip there saying Hot Girl. Speaking of Hot Girl, Black Canary and Green Arrow. And here we also get into Bruce Timm's comics. We have some cover pages. We have Joker and Harley. We have Mad Love. I think this was a rejected... Yep, it's a rejected cover for Mad Love. Then we have some page layouts on this side of the page. For not Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy story. New Batman, Batman Adventures. Love that comic. This is a design for Etrigan, but it's not one that I've ever seen used before. We have Roxy Rocket, another femme fatale. We have Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, I think. And 2 characters that I don't know about. We have Vampirella, absolutely lovely, love the figure. And some of Bruce Timm's covers that were rejected for Heartthrobs, which were comics that I was not interested in, really. But if it's Bruce Timm, I might be convinced to do it. We have other characters that I don't know about. This one is from the comic Preacher, but it's a rejected pinup. Strangely enough, I see that more often than anything else for that comic. We also have the Fantastic Four on this page. Lord the Fantastic Four, some Captain America comic pages, and Conan. And here we have the Bruce Timm Art Gallery. Now, the art gallery is going to be pretty much... My camera is shaking again. The art gallery is going to be pretty much closer to what we're going to be doing for this video and for any remaining videos that are going to be involving Bruce Timm stuff, because I have two other books of Bruce Timm's that do not have the interview process going for them. So it's pretty much just art, and that's pretty much what I like to have. So going forward, it's just going to be art. Now, we have the art gallery. This one, since it is an all ages book, this one probably won't have any not safe for work stuff other than like maybe this, but it's more of like a teasing sort of thing. So, this I believe is Vampirella. I'm probably not going to know a lot of these characters' names because they are just pinups. You have this woman who's sort of almost being protected by Frankenstein while there's a bunch of other Frankenstein monsters going around. You have this chick who is... This guy is sort of fending off snakes or a snake or something like that. His arm skillfully covering her chest area. This looks like Sabrina the Teenage Witch if she developed a lot. Yeah, this sort of noir style pinup as well. You have Hulk. I think this is Polaris. Again, if I'm incorrect, correct me in the comments. You have Emma Frost. You have Wonder Woman. Both of which are lovely, lovely ladies. Okay, why did I say that I wouldn't know what these characters' names were? Because I know pretty much a lot of these characters. These both are from Gen 13. Poison Ivy, everybody knows. And you have a Julie Newmar-style Catwoman. Then you have pretty much all of the women of the DC universe. I could stare at that for hours. Then you have Thor. You have Etrigan. Angel and the Ape, who I have no idea who the hell those are. Some fight scenes, or fighting characters, not even really fight scenes, but they're very rubbery fight scenes. Some Star Wars characters, a Star Wars panel. I don't know if these were actually published or not, but they're Star Wars, you know what they are. This string bean looking motherfucker. I don't know who this is, but he looks like a sorcerer with a sword. Looks cool. Then we have these other comic cover pages, all of which they have a bit of realism to them, but they still look like the Bruce Timm style. Like this, you can obviously tell that's Bruce Timm. This one, it would take a little bit more time to figure out that that was him. Then you have a bit more of the... more of art that relies more on the negative space or dead space or more minimalistic drawings. like these ones, where there's not many lines drawn, but you can still tell that that's a girl laying on a bed, that's a girl in a swimsuit with a gun. This girl doesn't have a top. And this one is sort of closer to what Bruce Timm would usually be drawing. And this one, I can honestly see this one being something like a James Bond title sequence girl. I think we have, and that's pretty much the end of the book. So that was Modern Masters Volume 3, the Bruce Timm version. I would definitely recommend checking out this book if you're a fan of Bruce Timm, like I am. And yeah, definitely make sure to add it to your collection. Well, that is all that I have for you guys today. Please make sure to like and comment on the video. Subscribe to the channel for any future videos that may be coming out. And make sure to follow me on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, and Truth Social. The links to all of those, as well as additional social media, will be down in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.